Hi everybody, this is Matt, and what do I have on the workbench before me? I have a Ruger MKIII, chambered in 22LR. So here's a quick review for you, the pluses, minuses, my opinions, thoughts, and whatever. I have a sentimental attachment to the Ruger series of pistols, especially these, because this is the very first plinker that I had that I would go out to the range and literally go through a brick of 22LR at a time. I can't begin to think of the hundreds of thousands of rounds that I've put through these particular pistols. So let's get right down to it. What is this? This is the Mark III target model. It has a 5.5-inch bull barrel, so it's a target barrel. And on this, you've seen it in my videos before, but you've seen it with the ultradot sight. This accessory rail for the scopes comes standard with it. The only thing that I'll give you as a caveat, you go to install it and you're putting these screws in, use Loctite blue, not Loctite red, because if it's blue, you'll be able to get them out. If it's red, you won't. And if you don't use Loctite to secure it, this will work loose on you. Okay, this guy is 43 ounces, empty, with an empty magazine. So what's good, what's bad, what's ugly? Well, it does have a couple of features that its predecessors did not, like the loaded chamber indicator there, and it has an interlock, so if I close this guy up and I try to work the trigger, it is not going to throw the firing pin forward. So speaking of that, let's just take a quick look on my digital Lyman gauge and see what our trigger pull is. But I'm guessing it's going to come in somewhere around 4 pounds 10 ounces or 4 pounds 12. And let's see how this goes. 4 pounds 4.8 ounces. This is a stock trigger, by the way. I've done no modifications to this guy at all. One thing, you will see marks right here and right here. This is one little downfall to this particular design, because it is very easy to cut yourself when you're racking the slide back. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of a look at it here, if we can get it to cooperate. This is heavy, 43 ounces like I said, but one of the hardest adjustments that people will have to this is this extreme little grip angle here. This is more like the patterned after the Luger from World War II, so it has kind of a little awkward grip, especially if you're used to shooting 1911s or anything else, because when my hand closes on this, it wants to rock forward. So it can be a challenge if you're transitioning from, say, a 1911, a Glock, an M&P, to something like this. And like I said, it is hefty. Something else to mention to you, the magazines. See the little button that we have right there? This will play a number on your thumb at the range. And that's why I use this loader to assist my thumb so I don't get a blister, because trust me, you will. The good thing about the magazines, you can disassemble them, take them apart for cleaning, because generally for going out to the range, doing target shooting or plinking, these guys will see a lot of use. What would I do with this in the future? I'm probably going to put a Volquartsen trigger in there at some point, but as to when, who knows. Any other downfalls to this? Well, it can be kind of a pain to clean. I have seen this thing completely flummox gunsmiths before that have been experienced, because with these models you have to hold them in a certain way, do things in a certain sequence in order to disassemble it and completely take it apart. But aside from that, I'll tell you what, these things run and run and run and run. I do not know the round count through this guy, but you can see wear marks here, there, so on and so forth. A little bit of wear right here. But these are great for plinking. So if you want one of these and if it feels good to you, go ahead and get one. If you are a collector, you know what, this belongs in your collection. but it's completely up to you. You do have alternatives. The Browning Buckmark is out there. Smith & Wesson makes the M&P series, Sig Sauer the 2022, so on and so forth. But this is a quick review of the Ruger Mark III. And until next time, be safe out there and have a good one.